it's Rach from What a Pain. I am back with a new video, finally. So you've probably noticed that I haven't posted since July of last year, which is terrible, but life has been getting in the way. So I'm sure everybody can relate to the fact that 2020 was insane. Trying to do a pandemic with a toddler was just, I don't even know, like I can't even explain how mental it has been trying to juggle that without any kind of village. We are not supposed to raise children alone. It is challenging, it is exhausting, and my health has been really horrendous on top of that. So yeah, it's been fun. So thank you if you've subscribed recently. I'm not sure where you're coming from, but it's amazing. If you are new, comment down below and let me know how you found me. I love kind of hearing how people have come across the channel, and obviously I massively appreciate the support of all my subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure that you hit the button down below. Like I say, the support is hugely appreciated. The channel is about living with chronic illness, plus just the kind of general craziness of life and being mum to a toddler. Just a bit of an honest account of what life is actually like living with chronic illness, what life is actually like parenting a toddler, and everything in between, and the comedy and chaos that generally follows me through life. The reason I stopped posting videos is obviously because the pandemic's been happening, it's been crazy, my health has been really bad. I've been diagnosed with another chronic illness on top of my existing rheumatoid arthritis and trigeminal neuralgia. I've been diagnosed with hypothyroidism, which wasn't a huge surprise given that I had half my thyroid removed back in 2018, and I think pregnancy just completely knackered the remaining half. So there we go, I've been pretty poorly. There's still ongoing stuff. Nobody's quite sure what's going on, but my bloods keep doing wacky things. Yeah, it's been a struggle, and obviously my priority has had to be trying to take care of my health and be the best mum I can for James. Sometimes that looks better than others, you know. But hey, that's a whole other story. I'm going to be making videos about that and about kind of overcoming mum guilt with chronic illness and those sort of things. For now, I just want to jump on and just get something posted so you all know that I am still here, plodding along, and you know, I'm really keen to get stuff back up on the channel and create more content. I love doing it. It is something I enjoy. I got a bit kind of caught up in making everything perfect, which stopped me posting, so I've decided to sack that off, stop being a perfectionist, get over myself, and just get on camera whether I look horrendous or not. I don't have the energy to put on makeup, so, you know, stick a set of falsies on, there you go. But yeah, I just thought, you know, what's the point in waiting till I feel really good or have the energy to put on makeup, because then I'm never going to be creating content and videos, and quite frankly, that's really not an honest account of life. For me anyway. I never have the energy to do those things, or at least very rarely. So yeah, there we go. That is a little bit of an update. If you have any questions, comment them down below. I can answer them in another video. I am going to be posting lots more about loads of everyday stuff, and as I say, just a really honest view of what it's like living with chronic illness and parenting with chronic illness. Today's video, I wanted to jump on and share my latest discovery of kind of how I've managed to hack having a clean and tidy house, which is mind-blowing for me that it's actually working, because I've spent years trying to overcome the issues I have with staying on top of the house. I've always been really house proud, and I've always kept on top of the housework until I fell ill. So I used to have a cleaning day once a week and everything was done and it was so organised and wonderful. It was a real struggle for me when I fell ill and could no longer keep on top of the house in the way that I used to. Could no longer have these cleaning sprees and cleaning days. I struggled with how messy things became, and it was just very difficult to relax in that environment, and it constantly was on my mind, and then I'd feel guilty or inadequate because I couldn't do what I used to do. You know, that's a huge part of chronic illness. That's one tiny aspect and specific example, but there's a lot of guilt that comes with being chronically ill and not being able to do the things that you used to do. So I've been searching for years of trying to find a better way of doing things. So I've come up with a system whereby I break everything down and it's into a room. So some rooms are big, some rooms are small. The hall and the stairs count as our room, and it's much easier to kind of allocate jobs out and just for both of us to know what's going on and who's doing what. So some rooms are big, like the kitchen, which is a room I'm going to do in a minute. What I do for a big room is that I just do it over a really long period of time and take lots of breaks. So for example, James will be in his playpen, which is down here. and he'll just play happily. He loves playing with his toys. So he'll do that while I potter around the kitchen. I'll do it in different chunks so I don't knock myself out. I don't end up at the point of being in a lot of pain. And it's a nice way to stagger it. Obviously on days when I'm feeling really rubbish and really, really unwell, so I had quite a lot of those days recently with some of the ongoing issues I've been having. I don't have to then clean a room, I can just have a day off from it. Or if I feel like I can manage something small, then I might do like the downstairs toilet, which is a very small job with not many tasks. So for me, it just became a way of getting back on top of things. And now, because I've been doing that for a while, it means that everything has been cleaned within a relatively recent period of, say, like a week or so. And I've actually started applying this logic to lots of areas of my life, and it's been really helpful in terms of helping me to be productive whilst also prioritising and taking care of my health and not pushing myself beyond my limits. So there's probably like lots of other examples I could give you, and I might make videos about those in the future. But for today, I'm going to go the cleaning one. I have got some products which have made a huge difference, that have basically eliminated my need for potions and lotions and sprays and things which I find very difficult on my hands, like the spray mechanism or, you know, polish and stuff. That really hurts if you've got arthritis in your hands. That's awful, and it really doesn't help if you've got stiff hands. So I got these eco cloths, which have been amazing, and they've totally transformed cleaning for me and made it a lot easier because you just use water, but they're antibacterial, and you just use this drying and polishing cloth, and it makes the whole job a lot quicker because I'm not having to faff around with lots of different sprays and things. And it also is a lot easier on my hands because they're designed to, you don't need any vigorous scrubbing or anything like that. So I'll show you those, and then I'm going to do some cleaning, and we'll do like a little one of those fast forward watch me clean videos, except for it won't be very exciting, so it's going to have to go really fast, and I'm going to have to mash it all together as I take breaks along the way because, well, that's just reality. So these are the cloths that I got. They are e-cloths. So I have 3 of these, which are drying polishing cloths. Basically, you wet the cloth you're going to use for whatever the job is, and then you dry it afterwards with one of these, and it makes it all shiny and beautiful. This is a bathroom cloth. I now have 2 of those. So my mum got me a couple of these for Christmas, and then I've branched out and bought loads of them. They do mops and everything as well, so I'm gonna have to look into that. This is the glass cloth. There is a hob and stainless steel cloth, which have like these kind of coarser bits on to help with then lifting any dirt. This is a general all-purpose cloth, and this is the dusting cloth. This one just arrived today, so I got this as part of the other set, and it actually had a fault with it, and there was a hole at the top, so I emailed the company who made them, and they were amazing and just sent me another one out. This is a kitchen cloth. It's got a nice scrubby bit there. So they're great, and you just wet them, use them, dry the area. They're antibacterial. They've got all these, they're like made in such a way that they like trap dirt and dust, and I don't really understand how it works, but it's amazing. And they do work. So that is how I've simplified cleaning in the house, because it's eliminated the need for me to use my hands on lots of fiddly sprays and bottles. And they last about 3 years if you read them. So daily you would give them a rinse just to take the dirt off. Weekly they say to machine wash them, and then you can actually sanitize them by boiling them in water. So they're very easy to take care of. Now I have showed you my selection of cleaning cloths. I'm gonna crack on. So what I normally do first is tidy, then I'll sit and have a rest. Any jobs that I'm struggling to do or that require any kind of lifting, Dave does. So it might sound really simple, and it's a really small thing, and I know you're probably thinking, well, that's all very good and well if you have the energy to do a room a day, but honestly, the more you start doing it, the easier it becomes, and it really transformed my whole way of doing things. It's just made things feel a lot more manageable, a lot less stressful. It's a lot easier. At first I was like, oh, but it's stressing me out because I know this XYZ still needs doing, but then I had to just rein myself in and be like, well, get a grip, because you can't do that anymore. You can't just do 7 rooms in a row or whatever. It, like, get over yourself, it doesn't work that way. And the more I've tried to just be patient and wait and do it bit by bit, the calmer it's felt and the more kind of good I've felt in myself, and the less pressure I've put on myself, which has been a massive transformation. So I hope that's been helpful. It probably sounds like the most obvious thing in the world, but it kind of stems from like some of these concepts of cleaning I've heard other places, where it's like the 30-minute theory, where you just do 30 minutes of cleaning a day. It's kind of like that, but now that I'm on top of it all, it ends up being like less than that most of the time. So I hope that's been helpful. I will be making lots more videos, as I say. If you haven't subscribed already, be sure to do that. And hopefully I'll be back to uploading weekly. I'm not going to kind of make big promises. Like I say, my health is pretty naff at the minute and we're still working through that and trying to get to the root cause of some of the ongoing issues. So, but I'll be doing my best. And I post quite a lot over on Instagram. So if you do want to follow me on Instagram, you'll find me at What a Pain blog. I'll pop a link for that down below, and I tend to put more updates on there and stories of kind of day-to-day things. So thank you so much for watching and I will see you soon. Bye!